Welcome guys back to another episode of Arsenal Transfer News Daily. We are back again with another video, and today we haven't got loads of news, but we got some quite interesting news which we'll be going through today. And first of all, it's on Hector Bellerin. Obviously he's attracted interest from many clubs including Paris Saint-Germain and Bayer Leverkusen, but now another club has entered the frame, and his former club FC Barcelona are in for a right back, and Hector Bellerin is set to be one of the top targets. They're looking for a right back. Now the title says that a swap deal could be on between Nelson Semedo and Hector Bellerin. Now, if you look at it in a context, this hasn't been linked, but it's a possibility that this could be true. That, Nelson Semedo wants to leave Barcelona. Barcelona are willing to let go of Nelson Semedo, but Barcelona are in for Hector Bellerin. And if Arsenal need to replace Bellerin, so why can't you do a swap deal between Semedo and Bellerin? It makes a lot of sense, and I think it's something Arsenal may try and do, because I really rate Nelson Semedo. I think he's a quality right back, and he'll improve us in that area quite a lot. And I think, why not try and go in for it? Hector Bellerin, Barcelona rate him at around 20 to 25 million euros. The sticking point could be where Barcelona rate Nelson Semedo at, because they rejected a 30 million euro bid from PSG for PSG to try and sign Semedo, but Barcelona still want to try and get rid of him. Obviously, we talked about this a few days ago, and we talked about him yesterday. Barcelona trying to get rid of some of their older players and some of the players that they don't need. Nelson Semedo, I think he's 23 or 24 years old, and he's a quality right back. He only joined a few years ago, and he's done all right, but he has been behind the pecking order, behind the likes of Sergio Roberto and other players. So in my opinion, I think Nelson Semedo is out the way of Barcelona. Why not Arsenal try and go swoop for him? Because we will need another right back if we sell Bellerin to replace him. So why not try and do a swap deal between Barcelona? Because Hector Bellerin would probably love to go back to Barcelona. It's where he's from, Spain, and he is Spanish, and every player that's gone through the La Masia Academy would like to come back to Barcelona at one point in their career. So maybe that's what Hector Bellerin wants to do. But again, for him in his fashion career, Paris may be a better option for him and something he might like more. But Paris Saint-Germain haven't really come back with a second bid after their £25 million plus £5 million add-on bid was rejected by Arsenal. Again, it equaled around £30 million in total, but Arsenal were reaching out for around £35 to £40 million, which will Paris Saint-Germain pay that kind of money for a right back that's not that good? I'm not too sure if Paris Saint-Germain will pay that money, but it'll be very interesting to see what they do. But we are linked to a Paris Saint-Germain player, which we'll get onto in a bit. And Hector Bellerin and Nelson Semedo, players that they're quite similar in a way. They sometimes are positionally quite missing sometimes, but they're going forward, they can put some good crosses in, they are quite good. But I think Nelson Semedo, what's his age? I think he's around 22 to 24 years old, so I think bringing him in, he can be coached, and someone like Mikel Arteta, again being Spanish, will really help him out. And Hector Bellerin right now, I just don't think he's any more coachable. He doesn't understand it. He has been a bit better under Mikel Arteta, but can he push on and do even better at Arsenal? I don't think so. I think it's kind of dried up for him at Arsenal. I think moving on is the best option for Bellerin, and bringing in Nelson Semedo could be a good idea. What do you guys think about this? Leave it in the comment section down below about Nelson Semedo. Should we go for a swap deal between him and Bellerin, or should we sell Bellerin for quite a lot of money, bring in someone cheap like Max Aarons, and use the spare money from Bellerin to try and sign Partey or Aouar? Leave it in the comment section down below. And that is the news that there could be a swap deal on between Nelson Semedo and Hector Bellerin. Next bit of news is on Antoine Areola, as apparently Arsenal have been offered Areola on loan, as Aston Villa have made a fresh Emiliano Martinez approach. Gunners manager Mikel Arteta has his work cut out trying to solve his goalkeeping puzzle, but the availability of Paris Saint-Germain man may be key to his plans. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta may be one step closer to solving his goalkeeping conundrum after being offered the services of Antoine Areola on a season-long loan for Paris Saint-Germain. The Gunners' current backup goalkeeper is Emi Martinez, whose solid goal displays earned him the #1 spot as Bernd Leno was injured, and he helped guide Arsenal to an FA Cup win last season. Martinez harbours ambitions of continuing as Arteta's first choice in the upcoming season, but is also subject from strong interest of Aston Villa, who have tabled a second bid of around £20 million, which is said to be closer to Arsenal's valuation, and he would be assured of regular first-team minutes at Villa in the absence of Tom Heaton, who's obviously there before #1 goalkeeper. However, Martinez's sale rests on Arteta finding a suitable replacement, and his search has so far been fruitless. They've been keen on Brentford's David Raya, who shared the Championship Golden Glove award thanks to 16 clean sheets last season. Raya may also favour a move to the Emirates, as they would see him link up with former Bees goalkeeping coach Inaki Kana, who joined Arsenal last December. And but little progress has been made in Arsenal's pursuit of the Spaniard. Brentford are also intent on keeping their star, and the failure to strike a deal may end any hopes on Martinez joining Villa. Areola's availability, however, may hold the key to Arsenal's goalkeeping puzzle. Should the Gunners take Paris Saint-Germain's offer of loaning the France goalkeeper, it will allow them to cash in on Martinez for £20 million. He is a World Cup winner, 27 years old, would provide Arteta with some backup option and experience of winning titles in France and Spain. Meanwhile, the sale of Martinez may increase the Gunners' transfer funds as they look to increase their bids for Martinez, for Partey and Aouar. So, Antoine Areola, as you just saw in that report, he has been linked to Arsenal. Now, in my opinion, he's an alright goalkeeper. I think he's a goalkeeper that is just as good as being a backup, nothing more than that. In my opinion, we should just hold on for Martinez and Leno. We have just been offered him, which means we're not going to sign him. It's the same thing with Felipe Anderson. We were just offered the players. Sometimes players, agents of these players go around, trying to offer their clients to different clubs to try and get them bigger deals or better deals. So maybe Arsenal may take up this offer if they do let go of Martinez, but I just don't think, just leave this till January. Let's sort out our other positions like midfield first, and by January we'll find out whether the goalkeeping situation is working, whether Martinez and Leno can be both happy at the same time trying to fight for that number one spot. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens with that. But what do you guys think about Antoine Areola? Should we go after him? Leave it in the comment section down below. He's a half decent goalkeeper, so if we do end up selling Martinez, he should be good enough to play in that role. But David Raya, I think, could be a good option as well, but it'll be very interesting to see what happens with this situation. Watch this space, and that is the news on Antoine Areola, and that he has been offered to Arsenal on a season-long loan. Last bit of news is on Aouar. Now, I have talked about him a lot, and I'm not going to put him in the title because this is something we've known already, but it has been confirmed, and that is that the Lyon sporting director Junior has actually spoken on a radio about Aouar and Arsenal's interest. So this is quite interesting because Arsenal, obviously have been interested and linked with him, and now Junior has confirmed that Arsenal have contacted him. So this is the exact words that he said. Lyon sporting director Juninho on Arsenal. He said, "I get on very well with Edu. We spoke on the phone. Aouar is really appreciated by Mikel Arteta. Guendouzi was discussed during the call. He is a great player, but he's the wrong profile. We are not interested in that at all. We cut the conversation." So Juninho is clearly saying that out in the open that they don't want Matteo Guendouzi, and that Arsenal, if they want him, they'll have to come up with the straight cash. Obviously, in Arsenal's terms, that's not what they want to do. They want to try and try and offer players because apparently their financial situation isn't the greatest. So. But the junior sporting director went on to say that on Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus and Man City interest in Aouar, he said that I think contacts are happening between agents, but not directly with me. But that is quite worrying for Arsenal, because if Paris Saint-Germain, Man City and Juventus are all of them are interested in Aouar, that means Arsenal do have competition to sign him. And just because there hasn't been interest to him, there's been interest with the agents, it means that one of those clubs can just randomly come out and give a 50-60 million euro offer, which will price Arsenal out. And in terms of the wages, if Arsenal offer 150, those bigger clubs with bigger financial power than us at the moment will probably offer much more money. So, we don't have a great hand here. And do I think we'll sign him? Again, as I've said before, and I'll say again, this one is in the balance. I'm not too sure about it. But, Juninho, he's someone that does really get on with Edu. Obviously, being Brazilian, both of them, which is one of the reasons that we have made contact already with the sporting director, because it's easy to do so. If, Edu's good mates with someone like Juninho, then it's easy to try and offer a player, try and get some sort of deal done. It was £31.5 million plus Guendouzi. They straight off rejected that. They want closer to 55 million euros, including add-ons, I think. Up to 60 million euros is what they're looking for. Arsenal at the moment are not putting up that kind of money, so Lyon are rejecting them, and Juninho has literally said that we cut the conversation. So basically hung up the phone and said bye. You ain't having him until you pay us the money we want. So it's another sort of situation with Thomas Partey where Lyon have their price tag, but Arsenal aren't going to meet it. But the thing is, if we do offer 55 million euros, which Lyon accepts, what will happen is Juventus or another club, like Man City, will just offer a bit higher than that, and Arsenal won't be able to compete with that because, they're literally maximising their budget to try and sign this player. So it's a very difficult one for Arsenal to handle, but we need the player, we need that attacking midfield player, especially when Coutinho's deal looks off. We need to try and get this Aouar deal done. But that is the news that Juninho, the Lyon sporting director, has talked on Arsenal and Hossein Aouar, and that he said he gets on well with Edu, he's much appreciated by Arteta. Guendouzi's discussed, but he's the wrong profile, and that Man City, Juventus and PSG are interested in the player and have spoken to the player's agents. So that is today's Arsenal Transfer News Daily. Again, not a long video, but there hasn't been a lot of news. But hopefully in the next couple of days, we can get more news on some of those targets we have been linked with. And also later today, look out for Fulham versus Arsenal match preview for the Premier League opener. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.